Welcome back to Food Review, and today we are reviewing Pringles original chips. Today, Donna, can you hold it?
Now the can is specifically designed for the Pringles, as you can see, because it has an indent, which
It did come with this foil, but
it takes up less plastic, and plastic is bad for the environment, as everyone knows. That's good already at the start.
Looks like the ingredients, we got some dry potatoes. Those are healthy.
Smells like
Vegetable oil.
potatoes.
It's got vegetable in the name. It's got to be healthy. Corn flour, cornstarch, rice flour, maltodextrin, mono and diglycerated salt, and wheat starch.
Now, if you're looking, you can see the lines right along there. If you're trying to carry this, just walking around trying to carry some Pringles, that could cause a little bit of slippage. So you might end up dropping these. That's a little critique already.
There is no information about daily nutrition on the package, but I'm assuming they're pretty healthy because they do have vegetable oil in them.
Yeah. Well, another critique is this guy looks kind of musty. His mustache is a little bit too big.
He is very bald. We gotta get him right. We gotta get him right.
Yeah, and at the top it looks the eyebrows are looking more like hair, but I know they're supposed to be eyebrows because of that image.
Yeah, it looks like he's just really has bad hair, but
so
he's
that's
actually
honestly
bald.
graphic design is like very bad.
Let's go in for the first chip. Well, actually, as you can see, there is a little bit of breakage in the chips. The chips aren't perfect, so that could just be
And hold up.
in the chips.
In
transportation.
As you can see, this is where my finger is compared to how high it is, and
So they're probably
pretty
like
deep.
5 inches like long this way each, and like 3 inches this way each.
Yeah, for comparison,
Like length and width. So they're about like
about
big.
5 inches long. But
This one did come broken, as you can see.
yes, this one also did, and also it's the container's almost like 50% full, just like Lay's chips, which we will have to review sometime.
They have a very salty smell. It almost smells like Pringles.
There's a lot of smell to them.
Let's go in for the first little. Very zesty, salty taste.
Now, it is drying my mouth up, so I would recommend some water for these, just like we did with the goldfishes. So maybe
Goldfish.
the goldfish. So maybe like just pour some water in the canister and like
Yeah, it's actually pretty
mix
it's
it up with a
pretty good
spoon.
design.
That would be pretty good to taste. So I think that's what they're made for. That's why
Oopsies.
they leave space in the canister.
Yeah, that's probably. But we're just gonna have them dry for now, so we give you the generic review. Like the video if you want to see it with water.
Yeah.
As you can see, it is curvature shaped with some ridges, and it's very texturized on the side. And you probably can't see it on camera, but there is some. There you can see the salt.
Now, one cool graphic design I know they meant to add is when I bit it, it ended up looking like a face. So this is like the hair, this is the nose, and that's like the back of the hair because this guy has like wings. It's kind of cool. But that's a pretty cool graphic design because I know they meant to do that.
Yep.
The best way to eat it is definitely lick it because it gets all the salt off, and the salt kind of ruins the Pringles.
Oopsies, I dropped it on the ground. But anyways, they do have a very zesty flavor.
Okay, I'm good.
You're good. I'm good. Jeez. Sorry, we almost had an emergency there.
It was salt. It was the salt in the Pringles.
They are very zesty. And very salty and zesty. There's a hole in this one. I don't know if you can see that. It's very small. But
Now, I've heard you can stack these, so I need to try them stacked. So we're going to take a bite. Oh, that's all that's left in the can. Let's take a couple out.
let me get a little snack too.
A little stack.
Also, it's kind of
seen
cool
in the commercials,
because when you
yeah,
put them in
stack
your mouth, they are curved and it kind of curves into your tongue, which is kind of cool.
Like, look at this. It fits on my tongue.
If you do it this way, you can make like a mouth. See? Pretty good. Okay. I will get to the final little crumbs here. There is some whoops. There is some crumbage that was left in the bucket, but that's okay. We can deal with that. But all in all, they are very zesty and salty flavoring, and they're kind of dry, but I think water would definitely help that. So drop a like if you like to see that. Shout out to Pringles
Let us try their product.
for letting us review their food today.
Yeah.
Final review. Pringles, I give them a 7 out of 10 snack.
I have a couple critiques on this thing I'd like to share. First, the design, the lines, the causing slippage. The ingredients, which I've recently signed, is highly oleic soybean. And if you don't know, that's actually used in hydrofluoric acid, which is very deadly. And there's also maltodextrin, which is used in fentanyl. So these are highly dangerous. Oh, and there's mono and diglycerides, and we all know what those are used for. Those are used in Viagra.
Classic.
So watch out for those.
Classic. Alright, thank you for watching food review. What's your
rating?
I'm sorry.
These seem like a
My
party drug,
apologies.
mostly. But I'd end up giving this a 3 out of 10 because they don't taste good.
3 out of 10 snack. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a like if you want to see more videos, and even if you don't, that's cool. Thank you for watching food review.
It's mostly ladies. Just
Thank you, ladies, and also
and a couple gentlemen.
Thank you. That's been food review.
Yeah, it's been food review.